Search marketing is the overall term for businesses seeking to improve their visibility on important search engines such as Google. We all look to search engines such as Google to find out how to access everything from clothes choices through to holidays and restaurant choices. So it's a very, very important part of modern marketing for businesses, and particularly tourism businesses, to make sure that they are visible on the search engines that people are searching for. It stands for search engine optimization, which is optimizing or improving your search engine's rankings in the natural search engine results in Google. And there's a number of different methods that businesses would use to try and improve their ranking on search engines such as Google. 93% of all searches in the UK and Ireland are done via Google. There's millions of searches happening every day. So it's very important for businesses to actually just connect with people who are searching for relevant terms. The first one I would always say is trying to do some type of diagnostic about how you perform on search engines for relevant terms that are meaningful to your business. A tour operator operating in Belfast, for instance, who might just check where they were on the paid listings, so if they didn't do any paid advertising they wouldn't show up, and also then on the natural search engine results, and then to identify which key phrases they would ideally like to rank highly for. Doing a review or diagnostic of where you stand or where you appear in major search engines, particularly on Google, but also other areas as well, like YouTube. A lot of people are tuning into YouTube. Again, this is particularly important for hospitality businesses and tourism businesses. So the role of the business then is to develop, improve their website or optimize their website, and also develop new content or make additions or improvements to their website, simply to help Google to access their site and index it. Number one, improving your meta information on your website. So the meta information is a way that Google will use to actually find out the core areas of your website. So there's the meta title, and then there's the meta description. That is used by people in for instance, a WordPress content management system. It's one of the top areas that people get wrong, and even though there's debate about the extent of the influence it has on SEO, there's no doubt that it's a very important factor. Another example would be to make sure that the URLs in your website landing pages are easy for Google to read. My third tip for improving SEO would be to develop content that is relevant to your business, that your users would find interesting and valuable. And again, this is what Google are trying to do. They're trying to connect users with the right types of content. So there is an opportunity for businesses of all sizes to go in and write content that is useful for their audiences. Paid search marketing is another important part of overall search marketing, and is where you pay for search adverts on search engine networks such as Google. Well, one of the easiest ways to find out what your customers are searching for online is to go into the handy keyword tool that Google have as part of their Google AdWords, where you can actually go in and find out what the search traffic is for a number of different key phrases that might be linked to your business. So for instance, you could go in and type in Irish tours or escorted tours of Northern Ireland, and it would show you the key phrase variants of that. So it could give you other ideas on key phrases to target. It could also show you the metrics in terms of the volume of monthly searches that there are for those particular key phrases. One of the big questions for a business that's approaching search engine optimization or paid search is whether to outsource them to an expert or somebody who does it well, or to manage them in-house. Obviously, retaining any agency or consultant to manage an element of your marketing is going to incur an expense. But then the upside of that is that the people that will go into manage your search engine optimization or paid search, if they're doing it properly, are professionals who are doing it on a day in, day out basis and have built up a strong amount of expertise in that area. There are lots of businesses who do their search engine optimization and paid search well if they invest time in it to find out how it operates and to do it effectively. But for a lot of businesses, they might want to outsource that to an external party. Measurement is a very, very important part of modern digital marketing. So with paid search, it's a lot easier because Google give a lot more data whenever you are paying them to run your advertising. So if you go in and if you've linked them up with your analytics so that they can see what the benefit is to the business, and also having set up conversions in Google Analytics, you can track back and check what the benefit was from Google advertising and compare it to other digital marketing areas. The main differences between search engine optimization and paid search is obviously with paid search, it's a paid program of activity with, for instance, Google AdWords, where you pay them to run your ads. And with SEO, it doesn't actually cost anything if you're doing it yourself and you're proficient at working out how to rank highly for particular key phrases. There's no short-term costs with SEO. Unless you're paying somebody, for instance, to actually do it for you. But generally businesses who try both them would see that search engine optimization would be more economically advantageous in the long run. And some people would prefer doing that as opposed to paid search if they didn't want to pay Google continually for search terms.